Hello, my name is Brayden Oski.
And I'm Austin Morales, and you're watching The Inner Gamer On.
And today we're talking about the big old reveal for Windows 11. Yes, it is here. The rumors were true. We have seen all the things at the start menu, the integration of Microsoft Teams, the integration of Xbox Game Pass, like all that and much, much more. We have it all right here. We're going to talk about it. We're going to show you some video of it. It's really awesome. You definitely don't want to miss it. So let's dive on in.
And as always, if you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, and bang that bell, because you know you want to. Thanks for your support.
Yeah. All right, everybody. The biggest news we have to talk about this week in the gaming sphere, it's not really gaming related, but it actually has a actually a strong gaming tie-in. And that is Microsoft has officially revealed Windows 11 to the world. This is their new operating system that is coming out, I believe, at the end of the year. Maybe later. I forget when they said it was coming out. But new... oh, yes. It'll be coming later this year. So they've announced recently that Windows 10 is going to be... They're going to end Windows 10's life in 2025. So if you still have Windows 10 at that point, which is kind of crazy because that's not far from now. But, I mean, it's 4 years, but still, not super far. They're going to end the life of it. But Windows 11 is basically the kind of stepping stone where this could go really good or go really bad. Because if you look at the history of like operating systems with Windows XP was really good. And then Windows Vista was not. And then Windows 7 was really good. And Windows 8 was not. And then Windows 10 was, I guess we skipped 9. Windows 10 was good. So will Windows 11 be good or will it be not? So we're going to find out.
That's a good question, my friend.
I know. So
I want to say...
You want to say what?
Yes.
That's going to be good?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, one thing that I'm excited about with the Windows 11 is that they announced that they are going to give this for free for all Windows 10 users. So if you're a Windows 10 user, just like with Mac, like you can just upgrade and it doesn't cost you anything to upgrade to the new OS, which will be really solid. So the biggest and most notable change visually to this is that they kind of brought back this translucent kind of glassy look that is akin to the old days of Vista, but they've moved the toolbar to the center of your screen on the bottom. So whereas right now you have your start menu that you're used to seeing in the bottom left, well, now that start menu is kind of like in the center off to the side of all your icons. So you have your start menu, you have a search, you have like different other apps and all these different things. And then when you click on the start menu, it pops up in the center and there's a search bar, there's your pinned apps that show up there, and then they have recommended apps below that you can then scan through. They've ditched the whole squares thingy that they had before because they've now introduced a new system. So instead of the little live tiles that they had inspired by Windows 8, they've now introduced widgets, just like on a Mac. So if you're on a Mac, you have the little sidebar thing that you pull out. There's your notification center and then also your widget center. Well, now they're doing a brand new set of widgets that you can now utilize that pop out from the side. And these widgets are things like, showing photos, showing weather, your calendar, all those different things. You can add them. I mean, this literally operates exactly like what you would expect if you're using a Mac computer. It's not any different. But there is an ability where when you pull it out, it comes out like half screen, and then you can pull it all the way to go full screen if you want to, and customize it to like, see more content. But this is your new replacement for live tiles is the widget library that they're going to be bringing out. So pretty interesting.
I wonder how well. I don't know. I might get it. I might get something. It'd be nice to actually get a tablet. It's Windows based with this on it. I don't know.
Yeah. They did announce that they're doing
my iPad.
Some tablet focused optimizations for this. Even though they're not doing as much touch interface stuff, it is very touch friendly for Windows tablets that are running this. So you can do different things. One thing that's really cool that I like a lot is they have a new thing called Snap Layouts and Desktops, which you know how like right now if you have two windows open and you move one window to the left side of the screen, it'll basically snap them 50% down the middle with both on each, or 50% here, 50% there. Well, now they have different layouts for like you can have like a 1/3 and like a 2/3, and you can have 3 windows that are like 3, 3, 3, or you can have one that's taking up half the screen and then 2 that are stacked on top of each other on the right side. So there's all these different like configurations for how you want to utilize your screen with
I like that.
these snap windows, which I like that a lot too, because I mean even Windows or Mac hasn't solved that problem of like dealing with multiple windows that are open on your screen. But then again, like Mac, you don't oftentimes have stuff maximized. But in this one, I love that they're just like, hey, we're using some mobile kind of aesthetics here and letting you have the option to snap these things in different places. And I could see myself using the heck out of this feature with all these new, because I mean, even right now, like when we're doing this podcast, I have my notes on one side on my iPad, and then I have my little timer on the other side so I can keep track of how our time is running. So having this on my desktop would be pretty sick.
Yeah, I want to use this for a tablet. It just looks, for me, I think aesthetically it might work better. But I don't know, because I'm not there.
One other really crazy change that they're making, they are no longer utilizing Skype as much as they were. I think they're actually probably going to kill Skype before long. They haven't announced that yet, but I think they are. But Teams, Microsoft Teams is now integrated into Windows 11. So they're going all in on Microsoft Teams as like their chat tool. So I honestly think they need to change the name because right now it's like a productivity tool for businesses. It's basically like Slack for it's Microsoft's version of Slack. But they're now making it to where it is going to be on your personal computer built in. So you can have video calls with it. You can have your chats. And I mean, Microsoft Teams is really good. It's way better than Skype right now as far as like just the design and the effectiveness and all that stuff. Like it's just way more usable. But I don't like that they still call it Teams. I think they should change the name because now it's like it's a consumer thing, and it's not like your family's. I mean, I guess your family's kind of your team, but
no,
there's got to be a better name for it.
Use team for work, not
But yeah, so the widgets are new. They one thing that's actually going to be coming here is that they're going to introduce the next version of DirectX, and then Windows 11 is taking gaming to a whole new level with graphic capabilities that rival reality. And then Game Pass and the Xbox app is being completely redesigned and will be built into the system as well. So it's like they're taking that whole ecosystem they've been developing with gaming and going all in with it. So you're probably going to no longer have the Xbox Companion or all that stuff. It's just going to be one big app that's the Xbox app, and that's going to do all the things. And it's going to be like more built into your operating system than it was before, which I'm very happy about.
We're down with that.
Yeah. And let's see here. They've also kind of gotten rid of Cortana, which was interesting. They didn't really talk much about Cortana, so there's not a voice companion. I mean, I think there is still a voice companion, but it's not like named Cortana, which is weird. But it does have some some interesting changes that are happening there.
Did anyone ever use Cortana? I mean,
probably not.
I never used it.
Well, just because, like, with a Mac, like when you buy it, it's going to be built in with the webcam, right? So you're going to have voice and a microphone like ready to go. But on a desktop computer, not everybody has that set up. Like you don't always have a webcam attached to it. So I don't see it as beneficial. But it's very interesting. But I will say overall, I'm pretty excited. I mean, there's definitely some cool things happening here. Most of the like File Explorer and stuff like that hasn't changed a whole lot. The search interface is much more like Spotlight Search and Mac now, so that's a good thing. I mean, I'm not complaining about that. They've redesigned the Microsoft Store, so it's like completely brand new, rebuilt from the ground up to find things and search through apps. One thing that's really weird that I don't get, but you can run Android apps on Windows now. They are bringing Android apps to the Windows ecosystem. But what they didn't say in the thing is that the way that they're bringing Android apps is by way of Amazon. So they partner with Amazon to bring the Amazon App Store into this ecosystem. So when you're going through the Microsoft Store, you can download Android apps. But when you download that, you have to have a connected Amazon account in order to download those because it's technically downloading through the Amazon's Android store. So that also means you're not going to get access to the Google Play Store. You're getting access to the Amazon Android store, which means there's going to be potentially less apps there. But that's their workaround to bring like more apps, I guess, to the system, is adding in Amazon's Android store. It's very
Might
weird.
need a few years for that gets up and going. I guess they have plenty of time to make that work. Get ahead of the game.
Well, actually, it looks like they are keeping Xbox Game Bar with this new update, but the Xbox app is integrated into the system. So there is that. But anyway, Windows 11, some translucency, simplified UI, widgets are everywhere. Xbox and Microsoft Teams are built into the system now. Snap abilities and technologies, it
looks better.
I agree.
In my opinion. So,
well, your opinion is terrible. No, I'm just kidding. No, I agree.
Some might say that.
It does look better. I'm excited to see what they do with it and how it works for us in the future.
Heck yeah.
And how easy it is to upgrade. It's also supposed to run faster and use up less space and all those bells and whistles and be more secure, all that jazz. So those things are par for the course, though. They kind of have to say that. So
yeah, I'm about to say they say that for everything.
Yeah.